Can you just explain to me hot seat?
Yeah, so
like hot
Daryl jumped all over me.
I'm going, I don't know about hot seat.
You guys ganged up on me.
Yeah, we did.
About saying it on the hot seat because Daryl's like people who are saying hot seat.
It felt like you said it and then you immediately erased it.
No. And I really my first thing is we always say, and I think owners are always giving the vote of confidence and we feel good about our team this year. But that's always easy to say at the beginning of the year. And all I'm saying is like, we know how this gets. We know how when a team either bottoms out, especially this team is like in some weird transition. Mm-hmm. They've got all these veterans that we don't, especially on the offensive line, that are the offensive line is going to look dramatically different over the next 2 years than it has over the last 5. So there is this transition going. You still have, a lot of these big contracts. Heck, Amari Cooper had $20 million. Good move, by the way. But Amari Cooper, $20 million, on the salary cap this year. They're going to have a lot of that. And so if you follow up a 3-14 season with another really, really bad season, let's say it's 5 wins, even 6. I said even 6. I just think the feeling around that building, around the fan base. I mean, we're dealing with a home opener this year, Kenny. It's the first time I can remember not being sold out. I've never seen that.
I think I have. No, I think I have. I think I have. It was during the very, very, very lean years.
Maybe
I think
what, 2017 or 0-16?
I think 17 wasn't in. I think it's a weird year. I think it's a weird year for all the fans. I'm not trying to. Somebody said Ken's trying to sell tickets. I ain't trying to sell tickets. You buy your tickets. You don't buy your tickets. I want you to buy tickets to all 3 of the teams that are in town, for crying out, and the Monsters for that matter. I look at the team and I think that the depth chart is a lot of the same guys that we saw in 2013. Now those guys are 2 years older. That's fair. But I also think that if you can just, good God, eliminate the obscene amount of turnovers, that you're going to be in a lot of these games. Now, do you have the type of quarterback that can beat the type of quarterbacks that you're going to play in 2-minute situations in these games? I mean, I don't want to sit here and play schedule game. There's some ones that are tough. I like Drake May. I don't necessarily care about Tua. The Vegas Raiders seem possible. Tennessee seems possible, even though he's a fine young man, and I don't want to ruin his career. I don't know what Chicago is, or what I picked Chicago. I decided to go with the veteran, or go with the guys that they got, the weapons they got on offense. But I mean, the Bears, I think people are looking for the other shoe to drop when it comes to the Bears. So there's opportunities there to be a just sub 500 team. But I do think there is a significant difference. I saw desperation in the 2016 to 17 seasons. I don't see any desperation here. Going and getting Dylan Gabriel because he's currency is not a desperate move for this year. I was desperate last year because I thought guys could get fired at the end of the season. They've done nothing that would tell you that this is desperate, which I think bothers a lot of people. It's like, hey, man, we want to get winning. We want to get winning with these guys.
It's the opposite. They traded what could have been Travis Hunter or, Abdul Carter. I mean, they traded that pick. And so that, you're right. And that would tell you that everybody feels safe. I just know in this league, teams do stuff that would make you think that. And then the pressure just gets to an ownership. And I know Jimmy hasn't done that. It's been 6 years, right? Or 7 years since they've done that. So they've done what everybody finally wanted them to do. But I could definitely see if things spiral. And we know it's never pretty. When you only win like 5 games, it's ugly. The media, the reporting that comes down, players start to quit, especially veterans. You have players on this team that are older, and this could be their last year anyway. Guys get traded at the deadline. You just know the feeling is a lot worse than the record looks.
But I also do feel, and if you say a lot of things about the Haslams, and I know a lot of people do, and not a lot of them are great things, but one of the things they have tried to do is learn from some of the ugly early mistakes that they've made, almost to a fault. Paul DiBedesta is still here. Obviously, a lot of people know I'm not the most trusting of Paul DiBedesta when it comes to football matters, because I just think we only see him when things are good. And those times are few and far between. But like when they went into 2018 with Hugh Jackson, I think everybody and their brother knew that Hugh Jackson was on a hot seat. It felt like he was on a hot seat. and then they fired him halfway through the year. You had John in, you fired him halfway through the year, and then you end up getting the wrong coach for your quarterback. And I think the Browns, I think the Haslams would look at this and go, hey, I don't know what it's going to be this year. It has to be complete disaster, fist fight, locker room, loss after loss after loss for us to get rid of Kevin Stefanski during the season.
Jadeveon Clownies at the end?
Yes, it has to be a Jadeveon Clowney situation every single week in the locker room. Because I don't think they want to do that where they go, okay, we're going to have an interim coach. Now the interim coach does whatever, and now there's pressure on us to interview the interim coach, even though they were never very serious. Or two, make a terrible mistake where they hire the wrong guy to lead this football team with possibly quarterback X that's coming out of the draft. They'll wait until the end of the season. If they can get to 6, 7, 8 wins, I think Kevin's going to be safe. If they get to 4 wins, depending on who's coming out, depending on who's good, depending on where they're at in the draft, yeah, they'll probably still make that move and they'll start anew with somebody else. But I do not believe, I know to some degree, like you said, everybody starts on a hot seat. Yeah, but I don't believe it's a classic hot seat. It's like, you better win, or by the end of September, that's it. Like, no, I don't think so whatsoever. I think that Kevin will be at least safe until the very final game of the season, and then we'll find out. Why do you keep asking about the stupid scout team thing? Stop asking that question.
It's just for background information.
No, there's something there. Stop being an idiot.
No, wait a second. We know Joe Flacco's the starting quarterback. Come on. We're not
you don't need to do this. You don't need to just do this stupid stuff.
We know Dylan Gabriel
before the season right before the season starts.
Kenny Pickett's gone, right?
Kenny Pickett is gone.
So
he's in
gone.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, he got traded.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett's gone.
So Dylan Gabriel's the backup. We know.
Yeah, we do know that.
Yeah. And then they brought in Bailey Zappi.
So
I was just wondering who ran the scout team this week.
I'm sure it was. Stop it. I'm not. I don't even need.
Anthony, who do you think ran scout team this week?
Well, I thought.
What, Anthony? What type of conspiracy theory do you want to espouse here
think?
On a Friday at 9:25 in the morning?
He's going to get reps going up against a team.
Who?
I thought it would be. It's not. Not Shador.
Go ahead, make your case. Make your case. Get everybody pissed off at you. Go ahead.
Shador.
I'll be Shador.
I want the record to state I didn't ask about the guy, and then I'm also not the guy saying that maybe he didn't run the scout team. Go ahead,
I want to know.
You wanted to do the segment. Forget what we're doing. You go ahead and do it.
If the goal was to have the young guys have a chance to develop, how's Shador going to get better? That's all.
Well, no one's going to answer your question. So why do you keep saying I'm asking questions when no one's going to answer your question?
Wait, is this a secret in most NFL teams who runs the scout team?
No, because
Why is it a secret here?
See, these are the traps that you lay for me, and I don't want to do it, and Nathan doesn't want to do it either. I'm not going to have you lay some sort of a trap. One, I don't think that Nathan, even if he was out there, is privy to say who was running the scout team thing. Okay? Because if it were Shador, then you have a big conversation starting about your third-team quarterback that you don't want to have. And then if you say it was Bailey Zappi, well, you have a totally different conversation about your third-team quarterback that you didn't want to have. So there's no answer you're going to get unless you go snooping, and good luck doing that. So why don't you just drop it? Because you're not going to get the answer. And even if what is the answer you want? What is the answer you want?
I think I was just hoping to see that we had an answer. Because I don't think...
You don't think they went out there with just 10 guys on scout team?
I think, see, this is where I agree with people who send me cuss out emails about you. And they go, how do you work with that guy every day? Because look at the look on your face. Now they can see the look on your face on YouTube.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. I don't think Browns fans like it. I'm being serious. I don't think Browns fans like it.
What don't they like?
That you're trying to get them thinking about what's going on about a third-team quarterback before. So now all you're doing is alienating us from everybody. Wait a second.
We talked about the guy the entire camp. Now we forgot about him?
Yeah, that's what you do with third-team QBs. And because we don't know what the goals were for this season.
Maybe he did go to the wrong team.
I can't.
Shador.
They can see your face.
Can't even get on scout team?
They can see your face. It doesn't work anymore.
They got to sign guys off the street to do scout team? They don't trust them to even do that? Okay.
You don't know what the answer is. So why are you asking the question?
Maybe Ryan Clark and Hugh Douglas. Maybe
literally. Why does Ryan Clark and Hugh Douglas get brought into this?
Yeah, they had some questions about whether the Browns were the right team.
I'd rather hear Buster Douglas.
Wonder how Peterlin thinks about this, if it's true.
I'm not talking about Peterlin. I'm not getting into sensitive subjects.
I don't think Peterlin's going to give the pass to the Browns on this one. I'll tell you that right now.
All you're doing is making people upset, and you need to.
What are they saying in the chat?
I don't know what they're saying in the chat. I was trying to find.
We remind everybody.
I accidentally X'd
show us live on YouTube.
Okay, well, the people watching on YouTube right now can see your face, and they know that you're trolling them, and they don't like it. Stop trolling them.
I don't think it's a troll to just wonder.
I think it is a troll. Okay, so what's the point you're trying to say? Give me a point. Give me a point of what you're trying to make, of what you want to accomplish here, and then we'll move on.
I would like to know how Shedeur Sanders is getting better every week with the Cleveland Browns, while he is an afterthought in the rotation.
So you need to find out whether or not he's running scout team.
I'd like to know.
See, I don't believe you. I just saw the face you just made, and I know when you're lying to me, and you're lying to me right now, and that means you're lying to all the listeners and the viewers on YouTube. That's what you're doing. I'm dead serious.
I think it's and I'm dead serious. I think it's a normal question, and we're the only team in the league that has kept their scout team under lock and key.
I think every team keeps their scout team under lock and key.
I think you can ask any team in the NFL, and they would tell you who is quarterbacking the scout team.
What media is allowed to film the scout teams in the NFL?
It's not about filming. I think they would just say. They would say, such and such was running scout team.
No,
Kyle McCord might be running scout team for Philly.
No.
You don't think they tell you who runs the scout team?
They might tell Kevin Kugler. They're not going to tell us. And Kevin's not going to tell us because
everybody
it's proprietary.
Everybody in the chat wants to know who's running the scout team.
That's not true.
It's going right now.
I don't believe that for a second. Oh, and take a look and see whether or not the people in the chat want to know.
It says, okay, we've got it right here. Nathan, who's running the scout team.
That's
Tim. I wish I knew who was running the scout team.
Dennis 6969.
Andrew,
and obviously
what's going on with the scout team?
Yep.
Who is the quarterback?
That's ridiculous.
When are we going to find out who's on the scout team? Anthony in Bay Village.
Tim doesn't count. I don't know who Tim is, but he doesn't count.
Scout team quarterback? Question mark?
Yeah, because he's probably going, I can't believe before the game, the first game of the season. I think he's sitting there going, I clicked into YouTube Live. I get to see Ken and Anthony live. And now I'm clicking into this, and they're talking about the scout team quarterback before we play the Cincinnati Bengals. Why are we talking about the scout team quarterback before we play the Cincinnati Bengals?
Who is Hoff, Jay, and Madison?
I don't get to do anything.
When are we going to find out who's running the scout team?
I don't get to do anything of what I wanted to do. I don't get to do anything of what I wanted to do in this segment because you got to keep up the. It's not. How is it important? Why is it important? Why is it important that you know? Because all you want to do is create dissension. That's all you're trying to do, and I'm not doing that on a Friday. Okay. If they start 0-1, maybe I might join you.
Are you reading this, Owen? Are you reading these?
Yes.
They're coming fast
and
furious.
They are flying in right now.
No, come on,
Davey. Why isn't Shedeur being talked about?
Hold on. Let me click on the. Fine, I'm going to click on the.
That's
thing.
why you go to the chat. We remind everybody, we're on YouTube now.
Okay.
923 The Fan.
Here we go. Running scout team is not a promotion over third string. Well, no, wait a minute, guys. That is what third string is. Damn it. No, James Brady. I don't need top. No. Everybody needs some top, but you want to know. I don't give two flying F's about who's running the scout team. Thank you very much, Jared. All right, I'm cutting back out.
Just trade Shedeur to the Jets, please.
Thanks, guys.
Well, and then Jared just wrote again. Oh, you mean the scout team quarterback? Yes, I want to know that.
All right, it's a golden opportunity on Sunday, but whatever, fine. I got to move.
I agree with you. I agree. They'll silence.
See, you upset me. I wrote down what, and now I don't even remember what I was going to do.
If they win on Sunday, it'll silence a lot of the scout team stuff that has been drummed up this week.
By you.
I've been hearing it on every outlet.
Stop looking at him like that.
Every outlet that I listen to.
They know the tricks of what you're doing. Stop it right now. Now, I wanted to get back into whether or not I'm crazy to say 8 wins is what I wanted to do. And whether or not people are believing. It's been a 4-hour show.
Much more rational
and up until now, it's been a fine show. Exactly, it is a much more rational conversation. Yes, it is. Because we've never cared about who runs a scout team in 14 effing years on this show. So don't go and give me that. Oh, that's a more relevant. No, it's not. It's not. Stop laughing in there because they can't see you. This is ridiculous. I've had enough of this stuff, and I'm about to start cussing. I'm serious. Now, it's Friday before the Bobby Knight in the locker room. I just realized what I sound like.
He's about to choke me like Neil Reed.
R.I.P.
People are wondering if we can power rank the best scout team quarterbacks.
Well, you're in luck.
Now, does it depend what kind of quarterback they're going up against each week?
Of course.
Like, if it was Lamar Jackson, would it matter? Or if it was Joe Burrow?
Right.
I want to die.
If it's Kyler Murray, there's an obvious guy that should be running scout team.
Who's that?
Well, Dylan.
Dylan Gabriel.
I wish the Lord would take me now.
If they were going up against Doug Flutie.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. If they were going up against Peter Dinklage.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. That's who should do it. You're trying to imitate who the starting quarterback is. I mean, come on.
This is asinine. You're an insult.
At least you're not an insult.
I don't know. Travis and North Royalton, this better not be about the scout team.
I mean, if Bailey Zappi doesn't give him good looks on Monday, we're going to wonder if Shedeur could have given him better looks.
Damn it.
And then if Shedeur is placed as the scout team quarterback week 2 and they win, what could he imagine what he could do with the first or second team?
I hope the rest of your day's bad.
First rational call we've taken all
It's about
week.
time. Don't forget, coming in hot. We are just moments away.
Peter and Eastlake, this better not be about the scout team.
Who cares about the scout team?
Thank you.
Who cares? Ken, I don't think you're crazy for thinking they could be an 8-win team.
Thank you again.
Training camp,
Thank you again.
you're welcome. Before training camp, I thought that they were 4-win team. You know, did play the schedule game. I didn't really see much. But afterwards, you know, I decided to let me look at it again with my rose-colored glasses.
Well, you got to get a look at it.
The Browns. And, I mean, the
Got me
Vikings,
walking
the
around the court,
Dolphins,
looking at
the
it.
Patriots, the Jets, the Raiders, the Titans, the Bears, they're all susceptible. I don't think that those are browbeaters. I think that they're susceptible to being gotten. And
Is
I
Monday
think
a
we can...
is
agree.
Sunday a must-win?
For the Bungles, yes. For us, no.
Wait a minute. For the Bengals, it's a must-win?
Yeah, they have to win. They've like put so much emphasis on winning this game and starting fast. And we're the Browns, and they should come into our house and dominate. So if they stumble and we steal one from them, they're going to be looking at themselves like, what have we been doing for 5 weeks? What have we been preparing for in training camp? Like all this focus, all this energy, us playing in the preseason, it's all for naught because the Browns got us, you know? The dog pound, you know, metaphorically stabbed us.
That's a hell of a point here. Well, Peter, think about this. That's a hell of a point. Because, like, if they can't, like, recover from this, and Peter, thank you very much for the call. If they can't recover from this down there, then I have to call out Joe Burrow's leadership. Right? Right.
I agree. The question is, who are the Bengals running on scout team?
My God. I want you
to get ready for Joe Flacco?
Good question.
We'll see if we can find out. I'm going to
I
text
hope
Rapine right
you eat
now.
something that gives you dysentery later. Not Joe's Hall of Fame beef. Earn that. I hope bad things happen to you.